went to a slam poetry contest. I entered this in there. It was a lot of fun. I called it It's This Girl. It's about a girl. Funny. Okay. Here we go. It's this girl that I dream about sometimes. I see her often, but I never speak to her often enough. You know, people always ask themselves at nighttime those what-if questions and then create those perfect scenarios of them sitting beside their significant other, holding hands and feeling that endearing interlock, comfortable, thanking God their hands aren't climbing at that moment. The story always starts with, it's this girl. And your buddy will nudge you, he'll smile at you, and he'll start making a fuss about it in front of anyone. Your parents, your friends, strangers, even if the girl's across the hallway from you. So you go along quietly telling your short story that you've been assembling inside your head ever since you laid eyes on a walking goddess, and how there's no force on earth that will ever make you tell her exactly how you feel. They always laugh at you. They always tell you, just do it, man. You got it. So I guess it's my turn. It's this girl. So pretty she's hard to put into words because, ironically, it's like she's been pulled from a novel. But to start off, it's this girl who you will miss about 80% of the time in the hallways because she is 5 feet tall. It's this girl who has so much room inside of her soul that has doors for you to open. Doors that swing both ways, doors with picks and locks, the door that opens to the rooms of the key to her heart. It's this girl you'll find yourself staring at her thin, kissable lips as it takes shape of the second phase of the moon, such a beautiful smile, you might as well be stargazing. It's this girl. The kind of girl who has the prettiest color of brown eyes that shames of Egyptian makeup because they are capable of speaking more words than a page of poetry. Her eyes are like stars and nebulas. They have explosions inside of them that will light you up like Diwali. It's this girl that I see myself with on the rooftop after a midnight walk, talking about books and music, places we want to go, touching fingers as we exchange a cigarette, spitting laughter into the midnight. It's this girl who has made me realize that there are not enough hours in a day to be spent with her. It's this girl who doesn't know that she is my favorite book to read. Her eyes are my favorite. I didn't write that. She's my favorite book. Her voice, my favorite melody. Listen to her face, my favorite portrait, and her laugh. It's like her smile, contagious, and it's like her. I did not do this. It's like her eyes sparkling. It's this girl with a fire in her walk that can make an atheist holler, God damn. It's this girl who can make a person's values completely emotionless, become conquered by passion. And it's this girl who you dream of interlocking your nervous hand with her perfectly crafted fingertips. It's this girl, the kind of girl who if you found out she were lost at sea, you would start swimming. And if she were in the forest, you'd buy a bloodhound and you'd go find her because you'll never find a girl as pretty and special as she is to you. It's this girl who will never hear any of this. Because my fingers will never play with hers. My smile will never make her lovesick like it does to me. My arms are useless because they can't hold her. And my heart beats to the rhythm of her dancing, but it stops whenever she leaves. The music stops playing and it leaves me choking and upset that I can't just say it. I can't have the courage to say the most terrifying 3-word phrase in the entire world. You're so pretty. I'd like to dedicate this poem to us. I actually was inspired to write this poem because I had one particular day that everything went crashing down, and it just made me want to write something about it. Here we go. It's called Resilience. I attached to my headphones, my own world, alone and anxious like everyone else. I started to think to myself, the nightly ritual, why? It was all happening so fast, too fast, crashing everything I could ever hope for and dousing every glimmer of light I ever wanted to taste. I was growing up. It was maturity. It was being stuck in this body that feels useless and worthless, full of useless and worthless emotions. So why? Questions were flying around the room, answers close enough for me to reach, too far to grasp. Answers were on the tip of my tongue, but I could no longer spit. It was getting really late. I was still wide awake in the middle of the night, already assembling the motions of tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. And the next day had no schedule of sleep either. I was looking at the questions still circling the dark room, and they read out loud, why don't you tell him? Why doesn't she love you? How am I going to complete this? When is this sickening anxiety going to be dropped? I sat up from my bed as the piano chords became part of the room, and a mirror appeared in front of me. It was a man. He had my hair, my build, my hands, and he stood up just like I did in front of me. But he did not have a face, he did not have a tongue, a smile, eyes. He looked just like me. I then tried to speak, but my voice came from the other side of the mirror, and he said, listen to who you are, to who we are. We are the ones who have the most difficult tasks, and no one will understand why, even if you explained it. We are the ones who struggle every day getting out of bed because we crave its caress and warmth. We don't experience much of it anymore since your crush, since social events, since learning how to master the art of bullshitting at 3 a.m. for the assignment due in 5 hours, which was so actively procrastinated until the Sunday morning.
Amen.
We are the ones who forever have a muzzle around our mouths and a plug in our throat to keep us from voicing our opinions when we are yelled at by an authority, even if they are wrong. Pretend our tails behind our legs, and if not, there will be consequences for somehow being right. We are the ones who never retrieve the full approval of our parents because staying up on caffeine past midnight is no good for homework. But if you are in bed any earlier than that, then you have not studied enough. We are the ones who will tirelessly work 3 jobs, if not 4. At home, keeping tidy and regimen, the 8-hour shift at school plus overtime once we arrive home, and then flipping the burger, flipping the burger, then closing the restaurant at 10 p.m. Get in the car, drive safe, don't speed, turn down your music, get home, check your phone, see if she messaged you. She didn't. Now, your next job is deal with your emotions. Remember that day. You are the living proof that you can watch your grades fall, experience some heartbreak, and almost lose your job, and all in one afternoon, and still be able to make it to the next day. We are the scientists, the guinea pigs, the experiments, and physicists of reckless behavior and wonder, of food and drink, of substance and motion. We are the thieves of the night, of the car, and own thoughts, interrupting thoughts. What if I never mind? We are the musicians and the artists of a basement full of smoke and spirits. We are the instigators and engineers of fun who sit on rooftops and carve our names onto tables. We, my friend, are the ones who are expected to fill the footsteps of our siblings, and they'll never fully understand that we are not our siblings, we are us. Our craftsmanship of true work will never amount to their picture idea, but it was our damn best. This is all over the place, I know, but please just bear with me. We are the disguised faces in the hallways pretending not to know each other and judging other people's page 1 compared to our page 200. Encouraged to be yourself, but the same person judges. We think twice about LGBTQ and where we stand and why they can't be like us or everyone else. I'm running along. We remember the times when things were easy and they told us that things will only get harder. Hell, how? We, sir, are the ones who are told are incompetent, ruthless, and selfish beings. But we are also told that it is us who will be the leaders of the future. We will find the solution for tomorrow, yet we are still figuring out the problems of today. Who do we listen to? Because what image do they see? The tattoos and piercings of expression hiding under our sleeves, or a dusty, empty suit as themselves? Who has made these questions and who has lied to us as of where the questions lie? Who is to blame? Why should we blame? Why are you blaming yourself for being perfectly fine just the way we are? We run with the dogs and fly with the birds, and we are the ones who are so shit. Sorry, watch your language, mind your manners, watch your posture, shake hands, be polite, act friendly, respect your elders. We are confused about this poem and this music and this night and these questions and fill in the blank answers. And we have so far to go before any of this will begin to make sense. But for now, just listen. Please just listen to who we are. We are capable. We are intelligent, responsible, diligent. We are loud and outrageous. We are quiet and expressive. We are artistic and simple-minded. We are damn tired, sleep-deprived, and emotionless by choice because it is easier. It's easier to quit and say, screw it, I don't give up. Don't quit! And we won't, because we are the strongest beings around this small town and furious city. We are still learning, and we are trying our best to find ourselves behind these crumbling plaster masks and do well like we are told, and try and improve every day and be healthy role models for people who will never care. We will find it. Just keep going. Now, wake up. I know you did not sleep again, but your alarm clock is ringing, the day is calling. Realize that this will pay off, kid. Like seeds underground, scared of the dark, emerging from the soil and becoming blossoming trees of knowledge and wisdom. Just have faith. Keep going. We will make it. We are today's teenagers, and we will make it.